guys, we're not doing this. We're not turning the OP's 1980s gamer into a GIF. Who did this? Is there... Is it like this from the internet that does make this anymore? No!
Me broken.
First, there was smooth, creamy peanut butter, and then, boom.
Five Nights at Frederick's. While on the surface it may seem like a silly little joke game that doesn't take itself very seriously, deep below the surface is an incomprehensible nightmare that will traumatize and plague upon your subconscious for years to come. And it's all this f***er's fault. I mean, how insufferable can a character get? But jokes aside, let's introduce the cast. You've got Bernard, Clara, Felix, Endoskelet, and of course, Frederick himself. And apparently, according to the wiki, they are made up of human remains. Cool. After getting a few comments asking me to play this game, I decided to check it out. And while initially the unique art style drew me in, what actually got me to stay was the casino! Oh yeah, Felix, oh, I love Felix, he's my favorite. But before we get too into that, let's go back to where it all began. Starting with a front page ad in the newspaper for the new Frederick's Pizza location. And guess what? It's opening right here in a humble, unspecified town. Notably though, this article mentions that they're not currently hiring, as the only night guard position was taken by an enthusiastic young fellow who slapped on the windows until they hired him. I'm guessing that's who we play as, so it seems we are in capable hands. First things first, let's talk about the office. Hands. First
How do I get it out of here? No more! No guys, we're not doing this. We're not turning the OP's 1980s gamer into a GIF. Who did this? Is there... Is it like this from the internet that does make this anymore? No!
Spell orange.
Trump. Did I get it right?
Donald Trump? You play this game?
I've been training.
Today, we're talking about huge drama in the donut world.
The YouTube commentary. Commentary comes in all shapes and forms, right? Right now, I'm a commentary channel. I'm about to comment on something right about now. And really, that's where the commentary genre comes from, is just reacting to videos. What are things that make a commentary video different from a reaction video? There's editing. And despite all the innovations that have come into this genre of commentary, people bringing their own flavor and style and this and that, the reality is that this genre of content stems from Leafy. You could argue there's other people like H3H3, he was doing his thing and this and that, but whenever you think commentary, whenever the word commentary comes into your head, some of you might think Leafy. I think Leafy's been wiped off the face of the earth long enough for people to wonder who that is. Really, you don't need to worry about who Leafy is as a creator, you just need to understand who Leafy is as an idea. The idea of Leafy.
Let's put a few things on, try out some looks. Let's go diamond bracelet, pearl necklace, gotta put some glasses on there. Maybe a gold necklace. Maybe let's add a few rings. And watch. Look good, feel good, play good. We out.
Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick.
Oh my god!
Unnecessarily edgy. His audience is primarily middle schoolers. Gameplay footage over them talking. If you have that in your head, you have the idea of Leafy in your head. I think the second video I made on this channel or whatever was a video about a guy called Zong.
I'm finally gonna meet my dad!
I wasn't as good as making videos then. I think he deserves another video because I still hear no one talk about this guy. When I first made that Zong video, I looked up Zong commentary to see if other people made videos about him. I found someone who made a video about him. I rizzed Zong's girlfriend.
I asked you guys for 10,000 likes and I'll DM Zong's girlfriend, and you guys did it in a fucking day. Alright, let's rizz up Zong's girlfriend, Shrina. Alright, we are now in the messages with Kat Bunyo. Are you Little Caesars? Because you're hot and I'm ready. I know, I got the best fucking...
Okay, so you know how I mentioned Leafy's audience was 13-year-olds? I think this is content for 11-year-olds. Maybe 12 if I'm being generous. 13 though, we're big boys now. We watch fucking... They have their big boy pants on, okay? They're watching iShow Speed and Aiden Ross, alright? They're not watching this guy. They're not watching this.
So I also showed her my hot dance moves. Check this shit out.
Damn, I realized you just played R. Kelly. Fuck. I'm gonna dive more into his channel and some of these other channels. Actually, speaking of Zong, he made a recent short about Zong again.
iPhone 15 or make a channel with me.
Easy, iPhone 15.
Yeah, to be fair, I think anybody would choose an iPhone 15.
He got angrier. I don't think I need to spell it out, but this guy is clearly exaggerating his reaction to whatever Zong is doing.
Imagine making a channel with Topper Guild of all people. What a waste of fucking time.
So the issue isn't that it's an exaggerated reaction. My issue is that he's exaggerating a reaction to Zong's content. And Zong is already like hyper. He's like hyper. He's a kid's channel at heart, so he's like extremely... You know what I mean? Having this constant back and forth between Zong and Ryth. I'm watching brain rot squared.
My sister or make a channel with me.
Your sister. Oh, good.
You're telling me you would rather choose a woman that has more plastic than Kim Kardashian?
My balls or make a channel with me.
Easy, I love your balls.
Zong, you're so funny, dude. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
You know what? I think I should become this person. He's better at letting out emotions than I am. You know, I think he watches like 3 hours of porn before making these videos. Why was he so mad? Like, is he like this for all of his videos? Like, Zachary Ryan almost died. Is he going to be like this over someone's almost death?
No matter what I'm doing, something always has to go wrong.
No, Zachary, don't you think this was kind of your fucking
The thing that gets me is that it's a shorts commentary channel, so it's so fast. Like, you're already watching someone who specializes in shorts, and they are like... But because they're like that, when you're making a commentary about this, I'm watching these 3 seconds of shorts and then I'm watching a guy talk about it, scream over it. You got a guy shaking a bottle just like, it'll be funny, it'll be funny. And then you just got a guy like,
Why would you do that? What have you done? Now there's soda everywhere. You fucking dipshit.
Then, the other day, I tripped and fell down the staircase, landed on a pile of Legos.
And somehow you still—
No, I'm sorry, man. He's funnier than you. Until this commentary guy throws a ragdoll down some stairs, this guy is better. I like that bit. That's it. I'm not even gonna finish this video. So does he make like actual videos? The most sensitive TikTok e-girl, the cringiest Spice King got worse. Lanky Box has ruined YouTube. I'll react to one. I'll react to one.
Did the world's spiciest ramen with the world's spiciest sauce ever made.
Audience, can you fucking believe that this is the amount of YouTube stimulation people need nowadays?
Okay, so it's like if his YouTube shorts were 8 minutes long. What is his motive? Besides popularity and money, what is this man's motive? To be an act, not a role model? I'm gonna try to break him down on a scientific, molecular level. Like, he's real edgy, but he's fake edgy at the same time. Subscribe or I'll sleep with your mother. And his actual videos are like,
bitch, you are a fat ass. Everybody subscribe so I can pass this fat ass.
Jesus, this guy's a little rough. This guy's a little harsh. Wraith fans, oh, hey, Birdie. Oh, Birdie. Hey, Birdie. What's Birdie been up to? Let's see. What has he been up to? What has he been doing? TikTok trends keep getting dumber. I'm not gonna watch that, but you know, subscribe to my artist. Do they draw? Do they draw? Do they draw any? Yeah, that actually was porn. Oopsies. I see this one guy called Veshrami. What about Trag? And he's also made he's made a video about Zong too. Zong is quite popular with the YouTube Shorts crowd. Not so much, I guess like normal commentary. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm discriminating. I'm discriminating against Shorts content. I'm looking at Trag's thumbnails and does he use Riley from the Boondocks as like his character? It's like his commentary character. Let's find out what Zong is. Zong is really slow.
Yo, so let me get this straight. I know these not your parents. This Karen doesn't have the slightest clue of what being Asian's like.
He just uses Boondocks clips as Riley talking. Just makes it look like he's talking. I mean, if you're gonna use Riley as like your commentary OC, I want you to be a little bit more homophobic, okay? I want you to call Zon gay a little bit more, alright? It's just more accurate to the character, okay? There's a difference.
The plan is make my friend Topper distract the strict parents.
Of course he's gonna be wearing a dress. I should have known that was gonna be the backup plan for this guy.
You know what? He's doing a pretty good Riley impression, actually. You know what? He's doing a good Riley impression.
You're gonna slap a random piece of wall up and just hope nobody notices. This is why people think Zong is so slow. Subscribe if you agree.
Subscribe if you agree. Do you agree? Subscribe. Subscribe to me instead. Fucking subscribe to me instead. This guy is more laid back. He's a lot more calm. I actually like him more, but I understand why Wraith is more popular. If you're gonna be a commentary channel, you gotta interrupt people. You just gotta interrupt. You gotta interrupt a lot.
These are the world's strictest parents, and they are so scary that I had to build a secret room to hide from.
Yo, so let me get this straight. I know these
Giant blue and red Takis.
Bro, I genuinely feel bad for this dude's sister. Like, what are they gonna eat at the end of the video?
So, I think I know where Wraith gets his inspiration from. I saved him for last, mostly just because he has 7.1 million subscribers, but it's in shorts subscribers, not actual subscribers.
Yeah!
Bro, Spicy, how did you already get a stain on your shirt? You barely ate anything!
What are these cartoon-ass VeggieTales you put on this poor dog? I don't know, man. Like, the content they're reacting to, like, you just gotta understand, you're at a, like, really low morale when you make these shorts content. Like, I would genuinely consider this guy to, like, be better than you. I'm just gonna say it. I think this guy's better than you. He's better. Here's some advice as a commentary channel. Punch down. I'm punching down on moral superiority because I'm not a shorts channel. I could punch down on both of these people. I could.
Dude, what is even going on? Yo, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like this video to save Spicy's sister. This dude's insane.
That's it.
Aussie Ultra Wonder Gel Cream combines moisture and hold for juicy defined curls in just one step.
Power Crunch, incredibly light cookie crunch, packed with bold, delicious flavor, enriched with Power Crunch.
That wasn't very long. I'm gonna have to watch more of this. The most pointless video ever.
Iron Man is better. No, Spider-Man's better.
Shutters, if you don't get your twinkle toes goofy pose.
So he reacts to these people enough to refer to them by their name. This is refer to them by their
We open the door. He's gone.
Welcome to Five Nights at Roblox. These are a trilogy of FNAF games on Roblox, and what on the surface looks like a goofy generic FNAF game lies some of the hardest FNAF nights on Roblox. Some of these completion rates go all the way down to 0.0% completed, which is insane. So join me as
don't want to only open stuff when that open this there, and then shock you both, and then get Bernard. Because I really only want to open cameras when the pizza's cooked. Is the thing. I don't really care about it any other time. And I can do that to check for you and do like an extra shock on you. Then do vent laser shock you. That's Felix, I have to reset. That's you. Then that's you at my vents, you at pizza. There's Bernard over there? Nope. That's Frederick. Grab Bernard and then grab you over there. Nice. Cook you and spin you. Okay. What? Okay, this is the hard. Okay, found him there. That was good. That was a good find. Good find on you. Shook you. Shook.
I have millions of Robux and unclaimed gifts, and please donate.
Bro, my sounds might actually be glitched.
Here we go. Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty. Here we go. Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3. Guilty. Count 4.
World Cup!
Stereo Madness Rum.
Why does Mario say, "Oh yeah, Mario time" after finishing a level? The end of the level is literally when Mario time is over. Mario is effing stupid. What?
My name's Ramisha.
You guys know I talk a lot about advocating for yourself when it comes to your health because traditional healthcare doesn't always leave room for nuance.
I 3D printed 4 very different magic tricks, and one of them will trick your brain.
What kind of skill is it?
Honey, remember?
Beatbox battles cactusum.
Yes, sir!
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off that.
I 3D printed 4 very different magic tricks, and one of them will trick your brain.
What kind of skill?
It has been a long time. 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 It has been a long time.
There's a popular YouTuber out there that's trying to expose me, and if the dirt he has on me gets out, my career might legitimately be over. And look, I know that's a loaded ass thing to put into a YouTube video, so let me preface that by saying that—
How long was I in there?
About 5 minutes.
Why are we not funding this? How long was I in there?
About 5 minutes.
Why are we not funding this? How long was I in there?
About 5 minutes.
Why are we not funding this?
It has been a long time.
else
Elst. Elst.
Elst. Elst.
Grief is easy actually. Oh, hey, get the hell out of here. Alright, better. This is Griefer, a level inspired by Grief that you can beat right now and feel like an absolute pro while playing it. The difficulty sits around easy to medium demon, so Grief is easy actually. Oh, hey, get the hell out of here. Alright, better. This is Griefer, a level inspired by Grief that you can beat right now and feel like an absolute pro while playing it. The difficulty sits around easy to medium demon.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums.
Clay is messy. It's raw. It's passionate.
Completing these max modes wasn't enough. A few months ago, I did a challenge known as the FNAF Lock Challenge, where I completed every single max mode from FNAF 1 to 6 in a row without dying. This challenge was one of the most mentally taxing and overall hardest challenges that I've ever attempted. So what if we took the idea of FNAF Lock and applied it to games that were way harder? And with that, the Gauntlet was born. The Gauntlet is simply that, a gauntlet of every single max mode from the FNAC but better series, starting with Blood 720 from FNAC 1's Custom Night, then Ringing Nightmare and Rat and Cat Theater from FNAC 2's Custom Night, then Rat and Cat All Challenges and Puppet Master All Challenges from FNAC 3's Custom Night. And then finally, if all of that wasn't enough, under all of the pressure from beating all of these max modes in a row, a 5-minute speedrun of Candy's Adventure, an 8-bit style minigame from FNAC 3. Now, unlike the FNAF Lock Challenge, we can't choose the order that we play these games in. So, to structure this video, I'll explain each of these max modes in their predetermined order, how they work, how to beat them, and my strategy thus far. Imagine that within every FNAF game, there is always a key gameplay element the player must use in order to fend off against the animatronics. In FNAF 1, you have your doors and cameras. In FNAF 2, you have your Freddy mask. And in FNAF 3, you have your audio lures. The fourth installment in the series, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, has a return to form to the original, once again using doors to fend off against the nightmarish animatronics in your home.
Somebody in there.
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed! Bitch!
But what if I told you that it was possible to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 4 without this core gameplay mechanic? Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Bones 5 YouTube channel on YouTube. In today's video, we're going to answer the question, is it possible to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 4 with no doors? I hope you enjoy. The rules for this challenge are pretty simple. I'll have to complete nights 1 through 5 of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 without ever closing the left or right doors. We are able to run up to the doors and use our flashlight, but we are not allowed to close them at any point during any of the nights. With the rules for this challenge out of the way, let's get into night 1. So today we're going to be attempting a very interesting challenge. I do believe this is possible, 100% actually. I'm sorry if my face cam is like fucking up this video. I have the blinding light of God behind me. We're back at the home setup. Yeah, the webcam doesn't really light it properly, but that's okay. We're gonna win. From 12 to 2 AM on night 1, no animatronics are active, giving the player some time to learn about the mechanics of the game. I'll take some time here to explain the basics of FNAF 4's gameplay and AI, but if you already know how this game is played, feel free to skip ahead to the next chapter. For the first 4 nights in FNAF 4, you face off against the core 4 animatronics of Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and Foxy. In order to prevent Bonnie and Chica from getting into your office and jump scaring you, you are required to go up to their respective doors and listen for breathing just outside the door. If you don't hear breathing, flash the hallway to prevent them from getting closer. If you do hear breathing, close the door until you hear their footsteps leaving the doors.
Domino's best deal ever gets you any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99.
Oh! Well, everyone's dead.
Crossplay, now available.
Come on, let's go!
Red Ball World Record Progression. We watched the game evolve from casual playthroughs to Rare EG's 307. An insanely dominant record that many believed would stand for years to come. However, after this video received an unexpected swarm of attention in early 2021, hundreds of new runners flocked to the community with aspirations of speed of 2008 websites such as Cool Math Games and Congregate. People loved the game for its simplistic yet fluid gameplay and its easy to pick up and start nature. You select selected a speed, clicked on adventure mode, and you are off to the races, seamlessly moving through the game's 50 levels. The game also featured an infinite mode and an unlockable intense speed to give the game more replay value. The second game, Run 2, took the series in a bit of a different direction, or rather, a different dimension. The two-dimensional surfaces that the player used to rotate on were replaced with three-dimensional objects. The levels were split into a runner level set and a skater level set, with 25 normal levels and 6 unlockable bonus levels in each category. For Run 3, the series went back to its roots, having two-dimensional object tunnels, but the game was an improvement over the first installment in almost every way. There were many characters to select from, there was a much better infinite mode, the controls were more fluid, rotating no longer caused the gameplay to temporarily halt, there were more levels and many branching paths containing extra content, and there was a storyline that 95% of people just skip through. These games were both fun and super popular, with Run 2 specifically being the most popular game on Cool Math Games for quite a while. With all of this popularity, it comes as no surprise that speedrunners would want to take a hand at trying to beat the games in the series as fast as possible. With so many different speeds, characters, and ways of playing, it feels as though it would have been an instant success as a speed game. But hold on a minute, the games in the Run series all share one attribute in common. The character is constantly pulled forward at a seemingly fixed speed. There is no way to maneuver the character forwards or backwards with the use of keyboard input. It appears as though you can't go any faster than the game allows. So, wouldn't this make the games in the Run series auto-scrollers? And how are you supposed to speedrun games like this? These are the questions that this video will aim to answer. By the way, because I get a million comments about it on each of my videos, if you are wondering how to still play Flash games after 2020, please check out Blue Maxima's Flashpoint. It is a collection of tens of thousands of Flash games that you can play offline once they are downloaded in the official standalone Adobe Flash Player, which us speedrunners have been using for many years now for convenience and for less lag. Now that I have let you know about this, top secret information, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a rating in return. Now, on with the video. Auto-scrollers. You've probably seen them before. In almost every 2D Mario game, you will approach a level at some point that forces you to wait. A lot. The bounds of the screen move extremely slowly, with a speedy completion of the level being impossible. For speedrunners, these levels are horrible because they represent the antithesis of the idea of speedrunning as a whole, beating a game as quickly as possible through skill and determination. While the games in the Run series don't really fit the definition of an auto-scroller in the traditional sense, and it is a bit misleading to refer to them as such. Okay, look, I needed people to click on the video. However, the game's complete control over the player's Z-velocity does produce a very similar outcome. Like auto-scrollers, if the player doesn't die along the way, all speedruns of games in the Run series should end with the exact same time, right? Well, not exactly. Speedruns of Run 1, or more accurately just Run, are split between two main categories: Adventure Mode and Infinite Mode. There are subcategories for the three different speeds, for whether the player is using the runner or the skater, and for the two different versions of the game, Flash and HTML5. For simplicity's sake, we will only be talking about runs with the runner character on the Flash version of the game, as that is what people are most familiar with. In Adventure Mode, there are a couple of tenets to follow in order to score the best possible time. Don't die, rotate as little as possible, avoid obstacles, and go through the menus as fast as possible. The not dying part is pretty self-explanatory, but it is actually extremely difficult to accomplish, especially on intense speed. At high speeds on the later levels, the gameplay precision needed to not fall into the void is monumental. To date, only one deathless speedrun has been performed on intense speed by a runner named Rubik's Math, which is a name you are going to be seeing a lot throughout this video.
Because of this, he is likely the only person to have ever completed all 50 levels on adventure mode on intense speed without dying, even not in a speedrunning context. You would expect fast text.
The hot, crispy filet o fish with soft steamed buns, tender.
These are the most iconic bugs and glitches in Geometry Dash.
Think fast, Chuckle Nut.
Charlie Gurky. Charlie Gurky.
Woke up this morning, saw one of my videos got fired. Woke up this morning.
Think fast, Chuckle Nut.
Everyday misses happen, especially with kids.
Inside you, there are two. Finally, I made it back to my base, bro. Okay, let me pearl inside. Now I can actually finish the wall with the diamonds that I got. Okay.
Eating meat reset bro to factory settings.
Kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
Damn!
Kaboom.
House celebrity.
These are the most iconic bugs and glitches in Geometry.
Rating your guys' icons in Geometry Dash. Let's go! Cosmolix, and oh my god, I actually like these icons.
What kind of skill is this?
This skill is called prediction.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Call a girl beautiful 1,000 times, she won't think twice. Call her fat once, and she'll never forget. Because elephants always remember.
Yes!
I saw it.
I gave her everything. She took my heart and left me lonely. I think broken hearts contagious. I won't fix, I'd rather wait. I'm lost and I'm found, but it's always being in love. I love when you're around, but I fucking hate when you leave.
I accidentally became the richest Roblox player this week in terms of limited items. I overtook Link199's #1 spot due to my collection of 1,000 8-bit HP bars. What? Why on earth did you buy 1,000? Well, the 8-bit HP bar has particles, which UGC uploaders cannot clone. Over time the value went from hundreds to 5,000, boosting my value by 5 million Robux and getting me that #1 spot. I never really wanted #1, it just kinda happened over time. Plus, there is a lot of developers out there that could take the #1 spot if they really wanted to. Anyway, it's been 30 seconds, let's check on the leaderboard. How? I accidentally became the richest Roblox player this week in terms of limited items. I overtook Link199's #1 spot due to my collection of 1,000 8-bit HP bars. What?
Hello everyone, my name is Sid, and welcome. Hello everyone, my name is Sid.
So this is Geometry Dash 2.3? No, but these are some cool ideas.
Bro, the sun is a galaxy. How do you not think the sun is not a galaxy?
Welcome to Five Nights at Friedrich's. It's been a while, but
Is Time Machine possible in reverse? Oh, we're starting as a ship again? Cool, I feel like we have a chance at least. Since we're a ship, well, we can kind of skip half of the level, but it doesn't mean it was easy. Some parts almost caught me off guard, but we're good until... Impossible! Oh wait, I forgot this portal right here that moves the camera a bit down so we can pass under that portal. Okay, so let's get there and...
Bruh. Dude, really?
Impossible times 2! Is Time Machine possible in reverse? Oh, we're starting as a ship again? Cool, I feel like we have a chance at least. Since we're a ship, well, we can kind of skip half of the level, but it doesn't mean it was easy. Some parts almost caught me off guard, but we're good until... Impossible! Oh wait, I forgot this portal right here that moves the camera a bit down so we can pass under that portal. Okay, so let's get there and...
Bruh. Dude, really?
Impossible times 2! Is Time Machine...
This circle is made of triangles, is a statement I got in trouble for saying a few weeks ago, because at first it doesn't make sense. But in fact, in computers, every shape is made from triangles. Take a look at this rectangle. I think it's pretty easy to see how a rectangle can be made from 2 triangles. By that same logic, a square and any other shape with flat edges can be made from triangles as well. But when I said every shape, I do mean all of them, including circles. And this seemed to confuse a lot of people, because how do you make a circle from triangles? Well, the answer is simple. The circle is just an illusion. You can see clearly how we can make a pentagon from 5 triangles. 8 edges on this shape, so we can make it with 8 triangles. And I think you could see where I'm going with this. If we just keep increasing the number of points, the shape is going to look more and more like a circle, but no matter how many points we have, the shape can still be made up by a bunch of triangles. But what about a circle that's perfectly round? A circle that has no edges? Well, such a shape can't be made of triangles, but it's not possible for that shape to exist, because no matter how many points we add, we can't add an infinite amount of them, and so long as there aren't an infinite number of points, the circle can be made from triangles. And that's why I can say that this circle is made of triangles, is a statement I got in trouble for saying a few weeks ago, because at first it doesn't make sense. But in fact, in computers, every shape is made from triangles. Take a look at this rectangle. I think it's pretty easy to see how a rectangle can be made from